Hello everyone, welcome to Quantifiers. My name is Sahil Arora. Now, just a little less than a month to go, and I understand that the nervousness, the anxiousness might be on the peak right now. But what we should do every day to motivate ourselves to carry us through this period. One thing that is for sure, where we were when we started our preparation, where we are today, you have seen some tremendous improvement in you. Yes, you might have at academic basis, at the mental strength basis, in each facet you might have seen some improvement. And when you have improved so much over the period of time, over the process, then why quit? Why to even think that why cannot I? Obviously you can. There is one story that I tell to everyone when the person is feeling low or when the person is confused what to do. What is that story? I say the kidnappers phenomena. What is the kidnappers phenomena? just think of the person that you love the most. The most मतलब जिसके लिए हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं यार, उस बंदे के बारे में सोचो एक बार. आई होप यू हैव थॉट. अब ऐसा एज्यूम करो कि someone has kidnapped that person, right? Obviously shit's scary, right? Let's say someone has kidnapped a person. Now, if that person asks you that I don't want anything, any money or anything, I just want that whatever you are doing right now, do that with the most honest effort that you can. अपनी पूरी जान लगा दो उसमें. Then the activities that you will do in that case, are you doing those activities right now? Are you? If you are, then well and good. You deserve to succeed. But if you don't, then you don't. You don't deserve that seat you are aiming for if you're not doing all those activities right now. But yes, still there is time. Uh, please put in your 100%. Right? Just a matter of a month left. If you feel low, if you need to talk to anyone, if you want to connect with me, please feel free to connect with me over Facebook. Uh, Join our group. Right? The link is right in the description. If you have not joined, we post daily threads, everything. Then so I think you might know me. If you don't know me, please connect with me on Facebook. I'll try my best to help you out in whatever way possible, right? Secondly, let's the three major things that I'm going to talk about in this video. First, how should your day look like? Second, how many sectionals and mocks we should give? Third, irrelevancy factor. Right, these are the three things I'm going to talk about right now. In every category I'm going to subcategorize it according to your percentile bars, which is most important because there is no strategy which can fit all the students right now. Let's start with the first thing. How should your day look like? Now, first thing, how should our day look like? Start your day with the section you hate the most. Let's say I hate DLR the most and maybe you hate VA the most. So you just start with the day you hate the most, and then you start with the section where you hate the most. Practice good 2 3 hours before drifting to any other section and make it a habit. Right. Also, your cat roll numbers will be out today. Please make your sleep schedule as per the slot. Right. If you have a morning slot, please start sleeping right now. Start sleeping, make it a habit of sleeping at around 11, waking up at 7, right? 6 7, whatever, depending upon your center and everything. But please make it a habit, because I have personally seen and met a lot of people who said कि सर हमें तो आदत पड़ी हुई थी सुबह 4 5 बजे सोने की. कैट से पहले मुझे मैं 4 5 बजे सोया और लग गए. और दोस्त लग जाएंगे अगर नहीं करोगे, तो सीधी सी बात है. प्लीज बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल, वेरी वेरी केयरफुल इन दैट. राइट. सेकंड, now I was talking about how a day should look like. Now I told you that start with the most dreadful section. Now, depending upon the which percentile group you are in, your day should move something like this. Let's say if you are scoring above 95 percentile, those sectionals is the key for you. Start giving at least three sectionals every day, one QA, one DLR, one VA. Keep giving them on very regular basis. All right. At least one, and then you can move to some random practice. But before you move to some random practice, make sure you are completing your sectionals and your daily task. Give your daily task a priority over anything else right now. This is the first thing that you need to do. Second, let's say if you're scoring somewhere between 80 to 95%, 80 to 90 to 93 percentile, which means your basics are good, but you still somewhat lack in application. You forget some formulas somewhere like that. If that is the case, please start revising from the notes you have made. Or if you have joined some institute, XYZ, any institute, you might have had their video lectures. play a particular lecture for the QA part. I'm telling you, play the particular lecture before the faculty solves the set. You solve that question before the faculty approaches that question. You approach that question. If that approach is matching with the faculty, you're good enough, good to go. If that is not, start learning it. Make it a very rigorous habit. Make it a practice. Right. This is for QA. For DILR, each category, no matter which category you are landing right now in, start giving sectional. Nothing else. For DILR as well as VA, there are, if someone says you for DLRs, do these sets, do these videos, do this specific video and the type of set, you are fooled, my friend. There is no particular syllabus for DILR. We try to fabricate, we try to make it and the best way possible in our course, right? But still, at the end of the day, we all know that DI has no syllabus. No matter how many games and tournaments you do, in what you get in CAT is a mixture of so many things, right? You cannot comment upon that. So similarly for VA, also start giving as many sectionals as possible. If you are reading, if you have a good reading habit, continue doing that, right? If you don't have that much reading habit, do not start reading right now, because reading, this is a habit, this is built over a period of time. Right now, in the last 25, 20, 28 days, you don't need to do that. Okay, just focus upon the type of RCs you are good in, focus upon the type of common errors that you have been doing, start avoiding them, start experimenting with your number of attempts. It is often, I have read it in some blogs that inference based question would be more, but no one can, trust me, no one can comment upon that. So if again someone is promising you and someone is telling you, please keep doing that, don't put all your, all your good things in one single jar. Please spread it out, right? This is the first thing that I have to tell you. Second, how many mocks and sectionals we should go, depending upon, again, as I told you, depending upon the level you are at. Three sectionals every day for the people who have time and who can afford to give. If you're low on time every day, then please try to give at least two sectionals. The two sections can be QA plus DI, QA plus VA, DI plus VA, which means in every 3 days you are giving six sectionals, and you are giving two you're covering two sections in these 3 days, right? Now, second thing, what is the second thing that you need to do? When I say the things about attempting analyzing the mocks, it still stands to be the most important factor. And when I say the most important factor, whatever points that you have noted in your mocks, please make a separate notebook. When I say make a separate notebook, I want you to pick up a copy or notebook of your choice. Divide it into categories: algebra, number system, geometry, right? Modern maths, whatever possible. Starting now within those categories, start fabricating them further. For example, if I'm talking about algebra, quadratics, logs, functions, these should come differently, right? Whatever questions you are not able to solve in the mocks, or you find them very good with using some good concept that might appear or might anything, start writing them down, start jotting them down at a particular place, right? Please do that, it will really help you. Now, once you have done that, make a cycle of 4 days. On every fourth or every fifth day, you need to revise whatever you have written in that notebook. Why? Because यार अगर हमारी तो याददाश्त है ही नहीं, हम मॉक करते हैं और बाद में भूल जाते हैं, तो अगर इतने में भूल जाते हैं तो कैसी चीजें याद रखेंगे ना दोस्त? तो उसके लिए बहुत जरूरी है कि इस वक्त आप जो भी कर रहे हो ना, उसको अपना बहुत अच्छे से एनालाइज करोगे और उसके बाद उसको हर 5वें दिन आप उसको लिखते जाओगे अपने पास. Please make sure that you are doing that. This is another important factor you need to keep in mind, right? uh, the number of sections may vary. If you are someone who is scoring around 60s, the best thing right now is to revise the concepts. Give one section or one topic every day, three sectional in 3 days. It's totally fine, whatever we are doing right now, because we need to build on something. We need to build our concepts in order to move on. So if you will start attempting the things, it might demotivate you. The consistent low scores might demotivate you. So it's better to reach to the level of 85 and then attempt and then do something. So please do that, right? Start revising as much as possible. Second thing, whatever you've done, do hit her though. From this moment on, whatever you do should be under the time pressure. Beat some practice threads. Like we put at least 3 to 4 practice thread every day. If you are on our Facebook group, you might be attempting those, you might not be attempting those, right? So if you are attempting those practice threads, in every thread there is 15 to 20 questions, right? Keep a timer of 25 minutes for those 15 questions. Attempt that under the time pressure. The sets which are classified or categorized as easy to medium, give them 1 minute per question and try to attempt them. or you are practicing from any other source, do that under the time pressure. Please make sure you are doing that under time pressure. It will not help you to practice otherwise at this moment. Please do under time pressure. This is the second thing that I need to tell you. The third thing I need to tell you is the irrelevancy factor. Now, what is irrelevancy factor? You all might be going through this, and you all might be suffering through this, but this is something you need to focus right now. What is irrelevancy? Irrelevancy factor. Let's say remember the starting days when you started preparing for this CAT exam. There were some questions in, let's say, number system. For example, let's say number system that you were not able to do. Let's say the questions were based upon HCF LCM. Right, you started doing that, you made a practice of that, you are good at that, and now you have moved on. In the mocks also, you are able to somewhat do those type of questions. But in mocks now, when you see some questions on using very good concepts of number, using some difficult approach or complicated approach, you spend some good time on that. And what happens afterwards, you try to solve it, you try to keep solving that. That is the irrelevance factor, that you don't need to do that right now. It's my request, please, if you you might have, because if you were a student, I have given this direction to everyone to complete the previous cat year questions first of all. But if you haven't done that right now, please, please attempt the previous 5 to 6 year questions of cat. Right, you will get to know what kind of level is actually asked. You don't need to if you're seeing 28 questions in a mock, you don't need to analyze all of them. Even if you're able to do 25 or 24 out of those 28, it's totally fine. Leave those 3 4 questions if you're not. Remember one thing, यार जो चीज देख के नहीं समझ आ रही है हमें 10 मिनट में, वो कैसे एग्जाम टाइम में आ जाएगी? Until or unless, obviously discuss it with your mentor that whether it is worth doing or not. And if the mentor directs you कि यार ये इस पे टाइम वेस्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है, तो उस पे मत टाइम वेस्ट करो. Please put that filter on, because over the time you have gradually developed yourself. Now you actually know that these are your strengths, these are your weaknesses. So you need to capitalize on those moments, right? Please do that. Please do that. This is the third thing, right? So this is the overall thing that you should do in the last 25 days of strategy wise. Revise. How to revise, I have told you. Start with the video lectures for DIA and VA. Start giving sectionals, nothing else, nothing else. Even if you are solving some sets freelancing, in the freelancing manner, for example, you saw a set, you start solving it, keep a timer, keep a watch of 8 minutes, and start solving the set. Right, make a habit, make it a habit. Right. बाकी आखिरी बचे हुए दिनों में हमने बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपेरिमेंट्स नहीं करने हैं, एक कंसिस्टेंट स्ट्रेटेजी बिल्ड करनी है, एंड वी नीड टू वर्क अपॉन दैट. Apart from that, if you need to discuss anything, if you want to talk about anything, please connect with me on Facebook. My name is Sahil Arora, as you know. And if you're not able to find me on Facebook, join our group. As soon as you will join our group, you will see a lot of posts by me, and you will be able to find me very easily. Okay, I hope this made some sense to you. And if it has made some sense, please do share it with your friends. Maybe शायद किसी और का भी भला हो जाए. But remember, sectionals देने हैं, revision करनी है, वो आदत बनानी है अपने टाइम टेबल, अपने टाइम स्लॉट के अकॉर्डिंग. और सबसे मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, अपना जो आपका टाइम स्लॉट होगा ना, लेट्स से आपका 9 से 12 का टाइम स्लॉट है, या 3 से 6 का टाइम स्लॉट है आपका, तो उसी में मॉक देना शुरू करने हैं अपने. जो फुल लेंथ मॉक है, हफ्ते में 2 से 3 फुल लेंथ मॉक दीजिए, और उसी टाइम स्लॉट में दीजिए. राइट, नो मैटर एट व्हाट लेवल यू आर, start giving at least 2 full length mocks, right? Because it will somewhat give you reality checks, it will somewhat help you in identifying your weaker areas, and so on and so forth. Okay, so with this I'll take your leave, and thank you so much for watching this. Have a great day, guys.